Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Wednesday morning, and ain't God good and won't he do it? Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. I know my listeners probably saying, Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, it's Wednesday morning, right? People always ask me, Lee Craft, do bad news travel faster than good news? Is negativity quicker than positivity? So they travel at the same speed. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Look at people. Bad news, good news, positivity, negativity, they travel at the same speed. You probably say, Lee Craft, how do you know Lee Craft? Because I'm Lee Craft. I know these things. You know, this is the thing, good people. Let me give you some what ifology. The thing is, good people, that the bad news and the good news is which one you decide to pick up and move a little further. See, we all are different, right? You know, say your child gets a F in school. The F will beat you home because it's fast, ain't it? Now, say your child get an A in school. The A will beat you home because it's absolutely faster than the bad news. I know it probably made no sense, but it sounds good to me this morning. But no, this is the thing, people. It depends on what you decide to pick up, you know, because negativity, man, everything has its place. Everything has its place. And they travel at the same speed. Everything depends on the person. And some people love to receive negativity. And some people love to receive positivity. They block the negativity out. That's what they do. That's what I do. You know, even now, this really gonna get you right here though. Even negative news got some positive information. What do you mean, Lee Craft? What do you mean? I'm just saying. Somebody come tell you about a person that's got bad grades, right? And they didn't tell you what they did to get the bad grades. They learned something from it. Huh? You learn to do better or try to do better. See, everything has its place. You're not making no sense. I'm making a lot of sense. See, all your trials and tribulations make you a better person. When you fail at certain things, it makes you better. You hear Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Muhammad Ali, Oprah, all them folks talk about that all their downfall made them better because see the mistakes that they made. That's why I say when people bring you negative news, they still bring you positive information. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. And it's selling too. I promise you it is. You know, this is the thing, people. I've been a lot of places in my life. I've worn many of hats. And people come to me sometimes and they ask me certain questions. I said, what do you want from me? They want the truth. You always get the truth. I said, sometimes. Sometimes you can't handle the truth. So I got to water it down sometimes. Do you do it for real, Lee? Yeah, I do that. I have to. But see, God don't look at what I say. He look at my intentions to get you to a place that you need to be. Sometimes you can't, when I say you can't handle the truth, sometimes the truth can push you closer to the edge. To bring you further away from it. So that's why I say you got to learn your personnel. These things that I have, it's called overtime. Talk to my grandparents, talk to my mother, my sister, my brothers, people that I meet along the way. They give me certain things that I take with me. That's why I say, you know what though? To be honest, you know, they move positivity and negativity move the same speed, but positivity is always going to be a step ahead. Lee Craft, what do you mean, Lee Craft? I just told you. In every negative situation, there's always a silver line of some positivity. That's why positivity will always have the edge. That way God designed it. You know, nothing bad lasts forever. See, but the things that you do with God, oh man, it's eternity. You know, bad things happen to good people. I can guarantee you that. Ask Moses, ask Jesus. Hell, ask me. I'm just saying, but you still gotta have that God in your heart. That's the only way you're going to survive and sustain what you have. You know, I spoke the other day at work, and I was telling my coworkers that if you want your light to shine, you have to have courage for your light to shine. You can have all the batteries in the world. It won't make a spark. You know, why? Because of the others that got inside your head. You have no batteries and shine bright like the sun 10 times. So it all depends on you as far as negativity, what you're going to pick up. And regardless of what you pick up, positivity is still there. I'm just saying, you know, when I look back over my life, people, I think about this podcast, What If? You know, I be asked several times, Lee Craft, how come you don't do funny topics? I do funny topics. It's for you to see the human side of what I'm saying about life lessons. Sometimes the same thing to make you laugh or make you cry. You have to look for those things. It's not easy to laugh at yourself until you grow. You start saying, man, did I really do that? Yeah, you did that. Everybody's different. Everybody must stay in their own lane. My lane is giving my life lessons, and hopefully that you'll pick it up and say, you know what? I can apply this to my life. That's my goal, you know. Just like when she go to Sunday school, said Jesus said all you need is one. People say you got to have 1,000. All I need is one. One can start something special, you know. And that one person is you. What are you going to do today to make the world a better place? To make your family happy? Matter of fact, to make you happy. So, for those mathematicians about which one travels faster than the other, is positivity or negative? The answer is positivity. But they travel at the same speed. But positivity goes with negativity. No matter what, positivity always has its edge. Because in all negative things, there's some positivity there for you to learn. So, like I said, good people, you know, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Hope you follow my link. I hope you click on my link and follow me. Say, know what, Lee Craft, even though Lee Craft, I don't know you, I want to get to know you and know and try to gather some information that you bring in. You know, and I probably say to you, thank you. Thank you for trusting me with some sound advice and some life lessons that I got, not only from my life lesson, from others who brought me their stories. Because you have to be approachable for people to talk to you and to share information and to give solid information. You know, I'm gonna tell you one of my attributes that I think is great is that when you tell me something, I can keep it. I can keep it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people love about me. You know, my mother said some people can't hold water. I got a whole pond. Because look, I don't tell the people, but I tell Jesus. I mean, she said, Andrew, Jesus, what's up? What's up, cuz? He says, Andrew, you know you're my cuz. You know we brothers. You know what? Say less. Say less, Jesus. He said, Andrew, you told me a good one the other day. I said, yeah, I got plenty more that to tell you. He said, I already know. That's the relationship that we have. I want y'all to have the same thing with somebody. Huh? Jesus is for everybody. And so is What If podcast. So, I think people, hope you enjoyed the show today. If you didn't, rewind, listen to it again. Say, you know what? If you didn't, rewind and listen to it again. If you didn't, rewind, listen to it again with somebody else to say, hey, you just what you missed. So, with that being said, then Lee Craft, this is my podcast. What If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation, have a blessed day. And please find time to make time to tell God, thank you.